Winning this award, it's hugely exciting, but it's also the fact it kind of validates some of the work that you've been doing. I've been in teaching for 28 years now, and I like sort of experimenting and sort of changing some of the things I do with the students, because I think it's really important that they get a lot out of it, which is contemporary, but also it engages them. I work in discipline areas, both sport and nursing, which are really very practical, so it lends itself to doing sort of kind of experimental things with the students, and it's great to kind of have the work that I have done being validated. The other thing for me is that the bit that makes it hugely exciting is the fact that this is the first year Scotland's been able to be part of these awards, and to be part of that inaugural cohort is just like, wow. With teaching excellence becoming sort of, taking a higher profile within higher education, with, the sort of things like the TEF, I think again the fact that teaching excellence is being rewarded in some ways is of huge value to individuals, and the fact that it kind of encourages people to sort of celebrate the fact that they do some great work with students and in the classroom, that they can innovate in those areas, and then to see that being rewarded and recognised is of huge value to individuals. What advice would I give to someone thinking about sort of putting themselves forward for the National Teaching Fellow Awards is go for it. Build a catalogue. Get some testimonials from students and from colleagues, which again sort of kind of builds a portfolio of what have you done, but also what has been the impact of what you've done. It's really about, it's hugely sort of, when you actually look at what you've created, you kind of get a kind of, there's a sort of an overwhelming part of that in terms of when you really look at that catalogue, you think, wow, have I done that? And then to have, so when you read through some of the things that students sometimes say about you, we have student teaching awards, and so our student association run that, and they give us the comments back. And so being able to see what some of the students say is very touching, and it actually makes your job really worthwhile. I've been sort of taking some time to kind of get involved in networks and in areas where I think I can potentially have influence. So at the moment I'm the Education Impact Lead for the Council of Deans of Health for Scotland, which also pulls me into a national network. And one of the things I'm trying to raise the profile of is doing things differently and seeing the value in what we do and what impact that has on our student populations. Where do they go? What do they do with the knowledge, the skills that we give them? And so therefore being able to sort of ripple that out. And the other thing I would say to people is get your sort of research and things that you're doing with your students out there, sort of share it, disseminate that, whether that be through publications or whether that be through conferences.